The water cycle describes how water continuously moves around our planet. It's a fundamental process that connects all parts of Earth's systems, also known as the hydrologic cycle. This continuous movement of water occurs on the Earth's surface, high above it in the atmosphere, and deep below it in the ground. It's a never-ending journey for every water molecule. Understanding the water cycle is crucial, because it directly impacts our lives and the health of our planet. Let's explore some of its key roles. The water cycle is vital for distributing fresh water across the globe, ensuring that various regions receive the water they need. It plays a significant role in regulating Earth's climate by moving heat around. Crucially, it supports all life forms and ecosystems, providing the water essential for survival. Finally, the cycle also shapes our landforms through processes like erosion and deposition, constantly changing the Earth's surface. The water cycle is made up of several interconnected processes. We'll start by looking at how water enters the atmosphere through evaporation and transpiration. Our first key process is evaporation. Evaporation is the fundamental process where liquid water transforms into water vapor, which is a gas. This water vapor then rises into the atmosphere, becoming an invisible part of the air around us. The primary sources for evaporation are vast bodies of water like oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers. Water also evaporates from wet soil surfaces, contributing to the atmospheric moisture. Next, we have transpiration, which is a specialized form of evaporation. Transpiration is specifically the process of water evaporating from the leaves of plants into the atmosphere. Plants absorb water through their roots, and much of it is then released as vapor. The source of this moisture is the water stored within the plants themselves. Plants release this water primarily through tiny pores on their leaves called stomata. Our diagram begins with the sun, the primary energy source, and a body of water. Next, we introduce plants, which also play a crucial role in the water cycle. The sun's energy heats both the water and the plants, initiating the processes of evaporation and transpiration. As the water heats, it turns into water vapor and rises into the atmosphere, a process known as evaporation. Similarly, plants release water vapor from their leaves into the air through transpiration. Both evaporation and transpiration contribute to the overall amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. Once water vapor is in the atmosphere, the next stages of the cycle involve it returning to a liquid or solid state. These processes are condensation and precipitation. Our third key process is condensation. Condensation occurs when water vapor in the atmosphere cools down and changes back into tiny liquid water droplets or even ice crystals. This is the opposite of evaporation. The result of these tiny droplets or crystals gathering together is the formation of visible clouds. Without condensation, we wouldn't have any clouds in our sky. These are the clouds we see every day, formed by countless water droplets or ice crystals. The fourth crucial process is precipitation. Precipitation is essentially any form of water that falls from the atmosphere back down to the Earth's surface. It's how water returns from the sky to the land and oceans. Precipitation can take several forms, depending on atmospheric conditions. We are most familiar with rain, which is liquid water. But it also includes snow, which are frozen water crystals, sleet, which are partially melted snow or ice pellets, and hail, which are lumps of ice. This image perfectly illustrates precipitation, with rain falling from a large cloud over a landscape. It shows water completing its atmospheric journey and returning to Earth. After precipitation reaches the Earth's surface, the water doesn't just disappear. It's then gathered or moved through the processes of collection and runoff. Our final key processes are collection and runoff, which describe what happens to water after it falls. Once water falls as precipitation, it either collects in various natural reservoirs or flows over the land surface. This movement is crucial for distributing water across the landscape. The destinations for this collected water are diverse. It can flow into oceans, lakes, rivers, and ponds. Some water infiltrates into the soil and rock to become groundwater, while other water is stored for long periods in ice caps and glaciers. Groundwater is a vital part of the water cycle, stored beneath the Earth's surface, and often accessed through wells. This diagram illustrates the journey of water on and beneath the Earth's surface, starting with the land, river, and groundwater layers. The process begins with precipitation, as water falls from clouds onto the land. Once on the surface, water can flow as runoff into rivers or seep into the ground through infiltration to become groundwater, which then flows beneath the surface. Now that we've explored the individual processes, let's put them all together to see the complete water cycle in action. The water cycle is truly a continuous journey, with water constantly moving and transforming. It's an incredibly interconnected system where water constantly changes its state, moving seamlessly through the atmosphere, across the land, and within the vast oceans. There is no true beginning or end to this cycle. Let's explore the water cycle, starting with the basic landscape, the ocean, land with mountains, a river, and the groundwater beneath the surface. The sun provides energy for the cycle, while clouds form in the atmosphere, and plants on land play a role in returning water vapor. The sun's energy causes evaporation from the ocean, leading to condensation and cloud formation. These clouds move over land, releasing precipitation as rain or snow. Plants release water vapor through transpiration. Water on land flows as runoff into rivers and eventually back to the ocean, or it infiltrates the ground to become groundwater, which also flows back to the ocean, completing the continuous cycle. The entire water cycle is powered by one primary energy source, the sun. The sun's energy is what drives the entire water cycle. It heats the Earth's surface, providing the energy needed for evaporation, and also creates the air currents that transport water vapor around the globe. Let's quickly recap why the water cycle is so profoundly important for everything on Earth. The water cycle is absolutely essential for all life, and for the proper functioning of Earth's systems. It provides and replenishes our freshwater supply, which is critical for drinking water for both humans and animals. It plays a huge role in climate regulation, redistributing heat and influencing global weather patterns. The cycle offers essential ecosystem support, being crucial for plant growth, animal habitats, and aquatic environments. Finally, it's a powerful force in geological shaping, causing erosion and deposition that sculpt Earth's landscapes over vast stretches of time.